In this lesson, I wanted to go over some independence exercises that are going to continue to challenge you and help you develop more freedom when playing rock music. That's what we want, freedom, right? Let's check out example number one. Example number one, you've got the bass drum playing the first 3/16 notes of every beat. In other words, it's going to be played like this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. The right hand, eighth notes on the ride cymbal. So with the bass drum, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and finally, we add in the left foot, the hi-hat, on a quarter note. So right hand and left foot together is going to be 1 and 2 and add in the bass drum. 1 and finally, we add the snare drum on 2 and 4, the backbeat. So when you're dealing with independence exercises like this, I think it's important to maybe start with 1 or 2 limbs and then add another limb as you go. So in this case, let's start with the ride cymbal. That's what I choose to start with. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 now hi-hat, 1, 2, 3, bass drum. Now, once you get comfortable with that, you could try it to a click track. 1, 2, ready, and play, and... Now let's try that a bit faster with our metronome. 1, 2, ready, and play, and... Example number 2. Definitely similar, but what's different in this one? We've got the left foot now playing eighth notes. This is great for your left foot because I think many drummers, they kind of neglect the hi-hat foot. So these types of exercises are really going to train you to play quarter notes or eighth notes, keeping time with your left foot. Let's start this out just like we did in the previous example. Let's do one limb at a time. It's going to start with eighth notes on the ride cymbal. Let's try that now with the click track, one limb at a time. 1, 2, ready, and play, and... Now let's try this example a little faster. 1, 2, ready, play. Example number 3, same deal with the eighth notes on the ride cymbal. Now the bass drum is going to play on every downbeat, that's every number, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's going to play on the of every beat. In other words, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. That's going to be our bass drum. And then finally, we're going to add in that snare drum on 2 and 4 once we've got the other 3 limbs going. So one limb at a time, it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, then hi-hat, quarter note, 2, 3, 4, bass drum, then snare, Once you've got that going, you start practicing it with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, and play, and... And now let's try that at a faster tempo. 1, 2, ready, and play, and... Example number 4. We're doing the same thing, but now we're adding eighth notes on the left foot. Left foot hi-hat, eighth notes. So playing this as one limb at a time, it's going to be ride cymbal, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 hi-hat, 2 and 3 and 4 bass drum, 3, 4, 1. Once that's comfortable, try it with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, and play, and... And now at a faster tempo. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, finally, example number 5. Save the best for last, right? This is a right foot workout. Obviously, if you're reading this example, there's a lot of bass drum notes in there. This is based on what's known by many drummers as the Bonham stutter, meaning that the bass drum sounds like it's stuttering in a way. When it's sped up, you'll see what I mean. But let's talk about what's going on here. You've got the ride cymbal playing eighth notes still, like previous examples. You've got the left foot playing eighth notes, like previous examples. So you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now what you want to make sure of is to start this slow enough, because now we're going to fill in these holes with the bass drum as 16th note triplets. That is 6 notes per beat. Like if this is our tempo, then 16th note triplets would be played as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's 6 notes per beat. And that is what's going on here. And then finally, to top it off, you've got the snare drum on 2 and 4. So let's take this very slowly. We'll start with ride cymbal, we'll add in hi-hat, and then I'll slowly add in bass drum. You know the drill by now. Do it as slow as you need to. That might even be a fast tempo to start at if you're not used to this. But if you do get this up to speed, it's a very cool, very impressive little thing. You got to think about this. Led Zeppelin, their first record came out in 1968, 69. Nobody had heard anything like this. All of a sudden, there's a guy on this record playing this bass drum pattern, and people didn't know what to make of it. They thought, what is that? What is going on? And I would say that today it is still just as relevant and as cool as a pattern to play. And you get to have a nice right foot workout for your double strokes, your right foot double strokes. So let's take this to the metronome. Now this is where the challenge comes in. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and play, and 1. Now we're going to try this at 80 BPM. Here's something you could do. If this is presenting a serious challenge, for now, forget about the left foot. What we want to do is get these right foot doubles nice and even, played as those 16th note triplets, right? Even. That's what we're going for. You could add in the left foot later, but for now, this is 80 BPM on example number 5. 1, 2, ready, and play, and 1. Yeah, my right foot is warmed up. Imagine doing that kind of exercise for like 2 minutes straight. You will build up some strong double strokes in your right foot. So this is your challenge for today. You've got a lot of nice rock independence exercises to work on. Your assignment for this lesson is to practice all 5 of these exercises, and as a sort of bonus, you've got some extra examples based on these rock independence exercises below the video. So start slow and push it to be able to play these at a few different tempos, some slower, some faster. Make the most of your practice time. And once you've completed your assignment, you can move on to the next lesson in the independence section. See you there.